Abortion for birth control. My Seventh-day Adventist church accepted the ideology and practice of abortion in 1970-71. This took place in North America, but was published as a statement representing the entire world church, because at that time, the North Americans had the greatest influence in church policy. President Neil Wilson told the religious news service here, though we walk the fence, Adventists lean towards abortion rather than against it. Why? Because we are confronted by big problems of hunger and overpopulation. We do not oppose killing children, aka family planning and appropriate endeavors to control population. Pay very close attention. The purpose of this video is to point out that the president of the Adventist Church told the world that Adventists are pro-abortion for purposes of birth control. There it is in black and white. Population control. Family planning is a euphemism for killing children. This is a scanned copy from the Religious News Service archives in black and white. We support killing children for purposes of birth control. Now, fast forward over 20 years. Like a backed up septic tank, the dirty and poopy secrets of Adventist involvement in the abortion business began to create a stink, so the church put together some committees who gave the pro-abortion policy a facelift and injected some theological Botox to remove the wrinkles. Over 90% of the top church leadership decided that the cosmetic surgery really made the old policy look much nicer, so in 1992 it was voted in as the current official position statement, which is published right here at the official website. Isn't she pretty? Now remember, the reason why the Adventist Church began supporting abortion is because President Neil Wilson said that it was for birth control. Now pay very close attention. The Adventist Church does not serve as a conscience for individuals. However, it should provide moral guidance. In other words, we can't tell you what is right or wrong, but we should provide you with guidance of what is right or wrong, if that makes any sense. Next sentence, here it is. Abortions for reasons of birth control are not condoned by the church. Do you see that? In 1971, President Wilson of the Adventist Church told the world that we are pro-abortion for the purpose of birth control. In 1992, the Adventist Church stated that abortion for birth control is not condoned by the church. Does anyone notice this? We both supported and practiced murdering tens of thousands of children in the name of birth control, but in 1992 abruptly did a 180 and completely reversed our statement. Interestingly, no reason was ever given for changing sides on the question of birth control. This leads to some very disturbing and horrifying questions. If the church does not condone abortion for birth control, then why was it okay for over 20 years? If we don't condone it now, then why did we condone it then? Why has there been nothing but silence from Adventist leaders about this? During those 20 plus years, hundreds of millions of unborn children were murdered around the world with the moral support of our church, and tens of thousands were violently murdered in our own hospitals, all in the name of birth control. Yet curiously, the church did a 180 and not one word of explanation from leadership. You notice that? The 1992 official statement is different only in appearances from earlier guidelines. It changed its form, but not its function. The same health clause, the same language of the Supreme Court that legalized abortion on demand is the same language in our official position even until today. The members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church deserve answers on this. We don't want to hear a bunch of excuses and slogans from the sexual revolution. We want our leaders to demonstrate some backbone and produce the scriptural authority to kill children as a means of birth control. The Bible defines the unborn as living human children. Where is the biblical authority to intentionally kill them? We don't want to hear a bunch of trendy buzzwords and spiritual woo-woo. We want Bible answers. Is there even one man in our church leadership who has the courage and backbone to answer these questions?